A very lovely morning to all the children. So, in the last module, we have started the chapter number 2, that is India, climate and natural resources. And in that we have already seen the climate, we have already seen the resources, that is in water resources. So, we are moving towards the another natural resources, that is and mineral resources. Now children, what are the mineral resources? So mineral resources are the natural resources which are not man-made. We cannot make it, and it is particularly found under the earth. That is called the mineral resources, or which is found in the rocks such as the coal, iron, gold, silver. So these are called the mineral resources. Uh, Now the mineral resources are such resources which are not made by the man, and you can see in this picture, see, this is coal, this is iron, this is gold, this is silver, is it? Now basically the resources are also categorized, that is metallic minerals, non-metallic minerals and the power generating minerals. Okay, so minerals are categorized in the three category: metallic, non-metallic and the power generating. And few minerals you can see in this picture on this slide: iron, silver, copper, gold, aluminium. Okay, so most of these are actually the metallic mineral. Metallic minerals are the raw iron, copper, gold, zinc, nickel, tin, mercury, platinum, etc. Okay, here in the picture also you can see these are actually in their raw form, and when we make something out of it, then we have to purify it, and then a lot of things are made out of it. For example, if you take the raw iron, you have to purify it, then you can make several things out of it. Same with the gold you also have to first purify, then it can be then we can make ornaments out of it. Okay, now the non-metallic minerals are diamond, ruby, limestone, china clay, dolomite, bauxite, fluorosphere, gypsum, akik is actually gems. इफ यू विल सी, जो हम लोग खास करके जो रिंग में पहनते हैं, डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ द स्टोन्स, दैट आर कॉल्ड द अकीक, कैल्साइट, सिलिका, ग्रेफाइट, पोटाश एंड द फॉस्फेट. So these all are categorized under the non-metallic minerals. Now the power generating minerals means जिसके यूज से हम पावर जनरेट कर सकते हैं. तो कोल, then natural gas, petroleum, diesel, ऑयल, यूरेनियम, थोरियम, इज इट, न्यूक्लियर रिएक्टर होते हैं जिससे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सप्लाई होती है, देयर यूरेनियम, थोरियम एंड द रेडियम्स आर यूज्ड. Okay, here you can see in this picture some picture of the non-metallic minerals, and here it is a picture of the energy or the power generating minerals. Now we will see the uses of the minerals. Manganese is used in the chemical industry, pesticides, glass, varnish and printing industries. जो मैग्नीज है वो उसका यूज कहाँ होता है बच्चों? केमिकल इंडस्ट्रीज में. पेस्टिसाइड्स जो हम हमारे जो फार्म्स होते हैं उसमें जो कीड़े लग जाते हैं उसको मारने के लिए पेस्टिसाइड यूज होता है, बनाते हैं, उसमें भी मैग्नीज का यूज होता है. देन ग्लास जो हम बनाते हैं, वार्निश, आपने देखा होगा कि जब भी हम वुड में पेंटिंग करते हैं तो उसके पहले उसके ऊपर एक ऑयल जैसी चीज लगाते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड दी वार्निश. एंड देन दी प्रिंटिंग इंडस्ट्री, ये जो न्यूज़पेपर प्रिंटिंग होते हैं, बुक पब्लिश होते हैं, तो वहां पे भी मैग्नीज का यूज होता है. देन कॉपर इज यूज इन द इलेक्ट्रिक वायर्स, materials, colored glass, coins, printing industries. Then bauxite is used in the electric materials, colors, airplanes, purification of the kerosene, and the making of the cement. So these natural resources are of very much we are using it for so many purposes, okay, in our daily life also, and even for in our industries. Now the mica is used in making the radio, uh, uh, telephone, gramophone, soundproof curtains, and even the iron. Okay, so mica is used in such things. Then the fluorospor, it is used in the mineral melting. जैसे कि कोई भी मिनरल है, इफ इट इज एन आयरन और इफ इट इज ए कॉपर, गोल्ड, कोई भी इस तरह के मिनरल्स हैं, उसको अगर हमको लिक्विड में लाना है, लिक्विड फॉर्म में लाना, उसको मेल्ट करना है, तो फॉर दैट पर्पज फ्लोरोस्पर इज यूज्ड इन द इंडस्ट्री. ओके, हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड एंड इट इज ऑल्सो यूज्ड इन द चाइना क्ले. ओके, चाइना क्ले में भी इसका यूज करते हैं. Now we will see these minerals are available in India. So first we will see about the coal, and in which state it is available: Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat. So in these states coals are available. Then the manganese, it is available in Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Jharkhand, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, West Bengal and Maharashtra. Then comes the copper. Copper is available in the Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Karnataka, West Bengal, Maharashtra, Sikkim and Meghalaya. Now bauxite is available in the state of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Jharkhand and Maharashtra. Mica is available in the Andhra Pradesh, Jharkhand, Bihar and Rajasthan. Then lead is found in the Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Gujarat. Limestone, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Karnataka and Himachal Pradesh. Then gold is available in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh only. इसलिए साउथ में जो लोग रहते हैं वो लोग गोल्ड के लिए, ऐसे तो इंडिया में सभी लोग गोल्ड के पीछे क्रेजी है ना, लेकिन साउथ इंडिया, क्योंकि वहां पे गोल्ड मिनरल फाउंड होता है, वहां के अर्थ में से निकलता है, इसलिए साउथ इंडियन जो पीपल होते हैं वो थोड़ा गोल्ड के पीछे ज्यादा क्रेजी होते हैं. देन द मिनरल ऑयल एंड द नेचुरल गैस, it is available in Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Maharashtra and Andaman and Nicobar. Thorium is available in Rajasthan and Jharkhand only. Now we will see the another resources, that is a wildlife resources. Means, what is a wildlife? Means the animals. And animals which lives in the forest, they are known as the wildlife resources. The wildlife of India is different and varied. Different types of the species of the birds and animals from all over the world are there in India. And the variety of the wildlife found in India increases the natural beauty of the country. It adds in the natural beauty of the country, and it is also promoting the tourism. Elephants are found in the Karnataka, Kerala and Assam. It is the largest mammal of India, and it is used to carry the woods and the goods from one place to another place. Then the one-horned rhinoceros found in India. It's an unique animal which only found in India, and they are found in the Assam and the West Bengal. The wild ass is found in the Rann of Kutch and the camels in the desert areas. Both lions and tiger are found in India. Asiatic lions are found in the Gir forest of the Gujarat. Asiatic जो लायन है वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ गिर के जंगल में ही पाए जाते हैं. The tigers of the West Bengal, that is in Royal Bengal tiger, are one of the 8th species in the world. And tiger are found in the Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, Uttarakhand and near the areas of the Himalayas. Then comes the Tibetan bears, are found in the Himalayan region and in the Dediyapada forest of the Gujarat. Dediyapada sanctuary है गुजरात में, animal sanctuary है. So there Tibetan bears are found. The leopards, hyenas, blue bull, wolf, black buck, deer, etc. are found in India. And there is also a variety of the birds are found in India like duck, eagle, parrot, myna, pigeon. Among the most famous, the peacock, which is a national bird of India, is the most beautiful bird of all. And its attractiveness is due to its beautiful feather. Cranes, which is of the height of which is 1.5 meter tall, and the great Indian bustard, that is ghorad, in the local language we call it the ghorad, which is the heaviest bird of the India, and are the other attractive birds. Then the ruddy shalduck, shurkhap lay their eggs in the sand of the Rann of Kutch. The Keoldev bird sanctuary of Rajasthan is the world's biggest sanctuary, where almost 2.5 lakh birds are found. Okay, so the Keoldev bird sanctuary of Rajasthan is the biggest sanctuary for the bird. The Nal Sarovar of Gujarat is famous for birds which migrate from all over the world. And the Nal Sarovar जो सेंचुरी है गुजरात में, वो किस लिए फेमस है? क्योंकि वहां पे सारे जो माइग्रेटरी बर्ड्स होते हैं वो वहां आते हैं. The fish of the various kind like the mackerel, lobster, Bombay duck, pomfret, shark, dolphin, etc. are also found in the eastern and the western coast of India. Now we will see some of the sanctuaries which are in India and which animals are found in these sanctuaries. So Kaziranga, then the Kaziranga, that is in Assam, where we can see the hippopotamus, wild buffalo and deer. Then the Rann of Thar, that is in Rajasthan, there we can find the wolf of Rann, cat of Rann and the great Indian bustard. Then the Kanha National Sanctuary, that is in the Madhya Pradesh, there you can see tiger and the stag. Then the Gir National Sanctuary, that is in Gujarat, there you can see lion, leopard, cheetah. Then the Velavadar National Park, that is in Gujarat, there you can see black buck, blue bull, okay, and the Keoldev, that is in the Rajasthan, it is famous for the various birds. Bandipur, that is in the Karnataka, elephant, bear and rhinoceros. Then the Dachigam, that is in the Jammu and Kashmir, there you can see the musk deer. Then the Corbett National Park, that is in the Uttarakhand, lion, elephant. So these are the different national sanctuaries which are found in the different states of India for the preservation of the wildlife sanctuary. नेशनल पार्क या जो सेंचुरीज होते हैं वो इसलिए बनाए जाते हैं ताकि जो वाइल्ड लाइफ रिसोर्सेज है उसको हम प्रिजर्व कर सकें. In the map above you can see that where are these national sanctuaries on the map of India. Now, what can we do to conserve or preserve these national resources? Because as we all know that the natural resources comes naturally, we can't make it, but you have seen that we are using the natural resources without any precaution. Okay, we don't use it cautiously, and that's why the natural resources, many natural resources are now getting lesser and lesser day by day. So it is very important for us that we should preserve it and conserve it. Now, preservation is actually the protection of an area by restricting or banning an human exploitation or the contact nature reserve, preserve or the parks. प्रिजर्व करने का मतलब होता है कोई चीज को प्रोटेक्ट करना. कंजर्व करने का मतलब होता है कोई चीज को बचाना. कंजर्व मीन्स लाइक हम किसी चीज को जमा करते हैं, होर्ड करते हैं, तो उसको कंजर्व कहते हैं. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल वाटर यू हैव टू कंजर्व because the fresh water or the sources of the fresh water are limited, is it? In the same way, the wildlife resources that we have to preserve, and how we can preserve it by making the national park and sanctuaries and restricting the human beings over there, or if the human beings are allowed for visiting, then under the restrictions only, under the rules and regulation. And conservation is maintaining the biodiversity but allowing the sustainable production. Example, replanting the mixed tree, okay, species after felling for the timber. Sorry. So we can also conserve the trees by planting more and more trees. Okay. Then we can conserve the water by making the lakes, dams, and each one of us can preserve the rainwater at our terrace or underground, so that we can use that rainwater and it doesn't go waste. So to maintain this ecological balance for supporting the life, it is very important that we all should be responsible toward the conservation and the preservation of the natural resources. Okay children, that's it for this lesson. I hope you all understood what are the different natural resources we are having and what should we do to preserve or conserve it, and how important it is so that these mineral resources can also be used by the coming generation. Okay, goodbye.